Hey, what's up, studs? Ryan here, or M&R Productions, back again with another LEGO Star Wars CMF ideas video. If you guys enjoyed the series, a like would be greatly appreciated. And today, we have Star Wars Rebels Part 1. This is based on Seasons 1 and 2, and in the future, I'll do an episode based on Seasons 3 and 4 of Star Wars Rebels. It's a cartoon TV show. If you've never seen it, I think it's quite excellent, especially in the latter seasons when Grand Admiral Thrawn shows up, but that's besides the point. Today's video was done, of course, in collaboration with Tommy C. Briggs, who this would not be possible without, so I'll link his channel down below, and you can definitely check him out. He does a lot of cool videos about LEGO as well. Unfortunately, due to the entire file being corrupt and deleted, Tommy made some compromises, and we went without a throwback or chrome figure for this particular series, so enjoy nonetheless. Our first character up is Ezra Bridger with his unique lightsaber hilt, of course using a pretty classic LEGO piece at this point, but a good one for what Ezra has for his lightsaber, of course, the blue blade, and a very good looking Ezra character here with the posable short legs. That's something that LEGO didn't have when they made the original Ezra figure, and hopefully if they ever revisit Ezra for LEGO Star Wars, they would give him those mid-legs, not short legs, but shorter legs. But this is certainly a character that LEGO could improve upon if they were to bring back in a future LEGO Star Wars set, or hopefully CMF series. Next up, we have Sabine Wren, who's a character that LEGO actually did pretty dang well back in like 2016. Gave her some unique blasters. I really like the sparkly print that is on her torso there with the Rebel insignia kind of in there a bit. Love her hair piece as well with her predominant blue and then kind of the orange striping in there. And then of course she has her Mandalorian helmet down off to the side from her. Our third figure here is Hera. She looks pretty great as well. She's got the separate headpiece from her actual head. Solid print with the goggles on top of that. She's got the wrench and the small blaster. She kind of has like the Rebel pilot leg piece, and then the dual molded arms, which I think looks excellent, and I think obviously if LEGO did a CMF, they would do a lot of in something like this that would make the characters look even more accurate. Here we have Zeb, who looks pretty great, of course using the same mold for the head that LEGO uses, but Tommy actually gave him a unique foot piece or leg piece with kind of indented legs to kind of better match the actual Zeb character in Star Wars Rebels. He's got a pretty stoic look. I really liked his character in Rebels. I was actually pleasantly surprised by how much I liked his character. We have a bit of a unique weapon look here with the lightsaber hilt on the front of a small blaster, but more importantly on the back, something you don't see often, is another small kind of stud piece with a handle on it. So that's kind of unique, kind of like the butt stock of a gun or whatever. Here we have one of the temple guards with the yellow lightsabers. Of course, that's very unique, other than I guess Ryan episode 9 now, but dang, do these things look cool, and I wish LEGO would make some. I love the sparkly gold on the helmets. Obviously, that's not reflective of like what LEGO would actually do. It wouldn't actually probably be sparkly gold. It would probably be like their dumbed down gold color, but still, it looks really dang good here on this custom version. I'm not exactly sure what helmet that is. It might be an Iron Man helmet reuse. I'd have to ask Tommy. I didn't ask, but it does look like a really good helmet piece usage. The patented waist cape for these CMFs, and then he's using kind of the double lightsaber hilt. Kind of failed to mention that, of course, dual molded arms. But yeah, the temple guards are a character that LEGO has yet to make and would be super sick to see made in LEGO Star Wars. Next up, we have the LEGO Seventh Sister. It's an Inquisitor. This is a figure that LEGO has not made. I believe we see her predominantly at the end of Season 2, at least from my memory. We used an existing LEGO piece for the helmet piece, I guess, that she wears, although I would expect if LEGO were to make this, they would make a unique one, because in universe, her actual helmet is quite a bit shorter than that, maybe about half the height, I would say. As her accessory, we actually gave her an ID9 Seeker droid, which looks really cool. It's a really neat little thing that shows up in the show for a couple episodes, I think, or maybe just one episode. I don't remember exactly, but yeah, I think that really well represents what we saw in the show there. The flesh face print on the black head, I think, is a really nice touch as well. I think that that is really representative of what she looks like in the show. And then she's got the really neat kind of Inquisitor dual blade spinny lightsaber that they have that allows them to fly like a helicopter. I don't think it's really realistic, but then again, Star Wars isn't supposed to be realistic, so it is what it is at that point, right? So yeah, very, very cool figure. Very much a fan of the Seventh Sister from Star Wars Rebels, and we chose this one, I think, because they hadn't made this one yet. Now, another character that LEGO, I think, really missed the boat on in a few places throughout LEGO Star Wars history is Hondo, and they could have had this character come out at least a couple times in the last half decade, but they have just completely chosen not to, unfortunately. But Hondo is a really cool character, both in Star Wars Rebels and the Clone Clone Wars, and unfortunately they just haven't brought him into the fray lately, but dang does he look good here, especially with the extensions off of his face. Obviously that would require Lego to make a new mold, and they would never do it. They would just print them on, but it looks really good here for this like concept idea of what a CMF could look like. He's also got his single like pirate blaster, which just makes sense. The hat piece is perfect, and I love the printing on it, really continuous down the torso all the way to the legs with those red bands stretching down. Looks very, very neat. Next up is the Mandalorian Fenrao. He's kind of got like a fighter pilot pack on his torso with the proper color lights and everything. It's really nicely detailed if you actually look at the actual character here. And then of course the Mandalorian helmet with the marking above his visor there looks really neat. The dual molded arms are pretty perfect because in the show he's wearing gloves that have a lighter gray color that contrasts to like the black of his upper arms. Really solid character overall, and another one that I really wish Lego would bring to fruition in a CMF series for Star Wars Rebels. Next up we have the oh so elusive Ahsoka minifigure. Yes, they did make a Rebels version of her, and this one is not too far off from that, giving her the skinnier look, of course, with the black outlines on her torso there, and then she's got the dual molded arms showing that she's kind of wearing a sleeveless shirt. She's got her white lightsabers, which look pretty excellent here, and something that Lego would hopefully properly represent in a CMF series. Something interesting that I think Tommy did here with the waist cape in particular was give it a print. You can see it's got quite a bit more detail than a normal waist cape would have. Overall, very, very cool character, and Ahsoka, of course, highly sought after her appearances in the new Clone Wars season and The Mandalorian. So yeah, very cool character to have in a Star Wars Rebels series. Next up, we have Tua, who is from Lothal. Very unique looking character that Lego has, of course, yet to make. I think the only thing on this character that Lego wouldn't be able to do is the hair underneath that helmet piece, but dang does it look good like that with her hair just kind of slightly coming out from beneath it, because that's exactly what she looks like in the show. Got the silver blaster, which really matches her character, I think. She's got a bit of a utility belt right above that waist cape, but overall a pretty simple character. I just think the most unique part about her is her helmet look. It's just something that not any other character really has. Here we have the Grand Inquisitor. Yes, this is a really cool character from Star Wars Rebels in the earlier seasons, and he does not disappoint. Got a bit of a unique shoulder pad piece that kind of goes up and underneath the neck as well. Really accurate to what the actual Grand Inquisitor looks like. He also has his rotatable lightsaber. So yeah, Lego has made this character. This is just kind of a slightly different take on that character here. Next up, we have Darth Maul, who is probably one of my favorites to come out of this Rebels CMF series. I'm just a sucker for anything and everything Darth Maul. This is kind of giving him the old man look here with his satchel and scarf piece, just as what he was wearing near the end of season 2. He is, of course, shirtless, and that whole like tattooed look, although I don't think they're actually tattoos, but that whole look really shows up really well here. Of course, the face print looks like Darth Maul with that little Darth Maul headpiece that they've been giving him from Lego Star Wars since like 2010 or so, which is probably one of the better pieces Lego created for Star Wars minifigures specifically. I mean, of course, you have things like Darth Vader's helmet and stuff, which were pretty good for years, but like this specifically as an add-on to a head is really, really good and smart versus making a completely different head mold, I guess. He's got his dual lightsaber blade there with the extra long lightsaber hilt, which I hope Lego is going to start using in 2021 now that they have the piece, but time will tell on that front, I suppose. But yeah, Darth Maul, definitely one of the cooler characters. And with 4 characters left, we have a big trio here. We have Gregor, Wolf, and Rex. Gregor with no helmet here, but he does have his really nice tank top with no sleeves. Dual molded arm on the right arm with the long blaster in the left hand, dual molded legs, really nice spotty white beard. Then we have Wolf here, who does have his helmet. He has the one eye that's kind of been obviously battle damaged. He's got his Wolfpack logo on his right shoulder, and then he's got the dual molded legs with the blaster in his left hand, kind of still wearing some clone armor on his torso, but kind of obviously broken down over the years. And then we have Captain Rex with his Rex helmet, kind of same armored look on his torso with a little bit of blue on his shoulder, kind of like Wolf had the Wolfpack logo. Dual molded arms for both arms. Very nice shaggy gray beard for Captain Rex here. And here's a good shot of the trio that Tommy threw together. Looks very cool with the 3 of them there. Gregor, Wolf, and Rex. Very, very neat trio. And then our final CMF character for our Star Wars Rebels CMF series would be Darth Vader. You can't just not have Darth Vader, right? And he looks so good here with the red reflecting off of his eyes. It just looks incredible incredible. Other than that, though, it is really just a classic tried and true Darth Vader character. Maybe the one thing LEGO hasn't done is given him that waist cape, but I think that looks pretty sweet there. Of course, arm printing on this Darth Vader, unlike in the most recent set that included Darth Vader. And I think this version looks particularly good because the head is tilted down versus the actual LEGO version where the head is usually tilted up and away from you, which looks a little bit awkward. But yeah, it looks very, very, very cool here. And then he's got just a classic red lightsaber. Like, can't go wrong with that. Let me know in the comment section below what your favorite Rebel CMF character was. My personal favorite is probably Darth Maul. Like I said, I'm just a sucker for all things Darth Maul, but I think there were a lot of highlights here, like the 3 clones, like Darth Vader, although Darth Vader is still kind of like a classic Darth Vader, maybe the 7th sister, maybe Ahsoka. Let me know your favorite down below, though. A lot of variety here, I think, for everyone. Hopefully LEGO will do something like this in the future, although I think it's kind of a long shot, but hey, you can dream, I guess. Make sure you check out Tommy C Bricks with the link down below, and you can check out more LEGO Star Wars CMF ideas videos on the end screen now.